Tonight we're looking at the radicals of the past and the present who are influencing the way this country is being run today. Up now, the Weather Underground.
The Weather Underground bombed New York City Police headquarters in 1970, U.S. Capitol Building in 71, the Pentagon in 72, police cars in May of 1973, and in 1974, the Weather Underground wrote about what needed to be done. Quote, "We have an urgent responsibility to destroy imperialism from within in order to help free the world and ourselves from its grasps. Without underestimating the difficulties, this is our position of strength. We all will use the weapons available to us." If you look at the individuals, you have Jeff Jones. He grew up in California. His dad worked for Walt Disney, was a pacifist, conscientious objector to the war. But his beliefs were not well thought out yet and well formed, and so he was easily swept into the radical movement when he went to college in 1965. Then there's Bernadine Dohrn. Remember these names because they appear again in very, very recent history. Bernadine Dohrn, she grew up in Wisconsin. She was an upper-class suburb. She attended college. It was also the time that she was first known to dive into radicalism. She's known for uttering this unfortunate statement about the Charles Manson murders. Quote, "Dig it. First they killed those pigs, then they ate dinner in the same room with them, then they even shoved a fork into the victim's stomach. Wild." End quote. Dohrn, now a respected member of society, later says she was lucky they didn't kill anyone. Well, apparently Dohrn doesn't consider Terry Gold, Terry Robbins, and Ayers' girlfriend, Diana Oughton, people, because those three died in a premature explosion of some bombs that they were making in 1970. Dohrn was also on an FBI top 10 most wanted list from 1970 to 1973. She's a sweetheart. Bill Ayers grew up in an upper-middle-class suburb of Illinois. His dad was the CEO of a giant utility company, Commonwealth Edison. He attended an exclusive prep school, and maybe that's why he uses such fancy language now. But he said he hated every minute of it there. He liked free thought, man. And he found at the University of Michigan that they had free thought. Ayers was key in turning towards militancy. Now he says about the bombings that he doesn't have anything to apologize for. Quote, "I wish I had done more." More?
That may have been then, but where are they now? And why does it matter to you?
Where is Jeff Jones now? Jeff Jones now has his own consulting firm that helps progressives achieve their goals. He's on the board of a movement for democratic society that works closely with SDS. Yes, SDS is still there. It is now growing the new Weathermen and Weather Underground, now available possibly in your child's high school. He's also a member of the Apollo Alliance. Remember them? They had the funding from Tides, and they helped write the stimulus package. Sure, unconstitutional, but Jeff Jones now decides, or helps the state of New York decide, where your tax money goes from the stimulus. Bill Ayers hadn't done enough, really. In 1997, he won the Citizen of the Year Award for his work on the Chicago Annenberg Challenge project. He's a professor at the University of Chicago. He served on the board with President Obama at the Woods Foundation. They were neighbors, and Obama attended a campaign event at this man's house. He's now a respected and influential member of society. And his lovely and talented wife, Bernadine Dohrn, married to Bill Ayers. She's now an associate professor of law at Northwest University School of Law and was director of Northwestern's Children and Family Justice Center. She's teaching kids. Isn't that great? Dohrn and Ayers played a key role in organizing something that's been in the news recently, the Free Gaza movement. You know, the one that launched the flotilla whose crew attacked Israeli soldiers who boarded, and then they stabbed them violently and threw one over the deck.
These are the people who are teaching our students today. There are people who are still involved in decision-making for the country, and they're not remorseful at all about their past actions. One update for you, though, on Bill Ayers. He's now a retiree. He announced his retirement from professorhood at the University of Illinois at Chicago last month. What on earth will he do next? Up next, the blueprint that these violent radicals created in the 60s to destroy America and tactics from it that are still being used today.